It's time to wake up, San Gabriel Valley, with CCN Sunrise.
We're back with our second half hour, the rise of digital channels. We have an interview with Bounce TV Original Programming Director.
Yes, and we'll also be doing something I'm really excited about. We'll be making some sweet pastries. It's going to hurt your washboard abs, I know, Joseph. But when Karen Hansen of Copenhagen Pastry is joining us, it's going to be an amazing taste of sunrise.
Yes, but first, joining us for the morning buzz is a familiar face, CCN Sunrise's co-host, Sunita Joshua Madison. She's been out on maternity leave, as you all know, but she's agreed to join us here by Skype, and she's tending, I guess, to her little princess there, Natalia. Thanks for taking some time out and joining us, Sunita.
I can only be here because luckily she's asleep.
Oh, that's
Okay.
good.
Well, let's get right to it, and let's talk Obama trade, the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Today, the House of Representatives is supposed to vote to give the president fast-track authority to pass this secretive agreement.
This just sounds like a bad deal. I don't know why. It's one thing when he wants secrecy and fast track when it comes to national security. On the trade deal, I just don't know if that's a good idea to give it to him.
Well, I only caught part of what you're saying. You're saying that secrecy and fast track is good for national security?
Well, when he wanted that for the Iran deal to work with them, that's one thing. But on this trade deal, they're not putting out any information. And, they're calling someone like Elizabeth Warren, who has a lot of respect in a lot of circles, and they're calling her a liar. When you start hearing that kind of stuff, something's wrong.
Well, Sunita, I happen to agree with you on this, so we should ring bells or something.
Explain
Because
you
Sunita and
bizarre
I
world,
are on
isn't
the
it?
same side of this. This is not how our government is supposed to work, with the Congress in a back room negotiating with lobbyists and then giving the president fast-track authority, so the audience knows what we're talking about. Fast-track means that that Congress has to give an up or down vote on this package. They don't get to amend it, so that...
That's kind of a mystery. I think they were comparing it to how Obamacare was coming out, and they said they couldn't pass it, and you wouldn't know what was happening until you passed it. And so it's kind of the same thing with the Obama trade. It's like we're not going to know all the details about it until we actually pass it.
And it's shocking to hear Paul Ryan, conservative Paul Ryan, sounding like Nancy Pelosi. You won't know what's in it until you pass it. Wrong, Congressman.
Well, and I think some of these issues are obviously maybe going to be affecting the presidential candidates, right? And that's what we want to talk to next. So, Sunita, you said something funny, like they're multiplying like rabbits, right? There's like a ton. I feel like every single day a new presidential candidate is coming out of the woodwork.
Well, Larissa, but that's not a bad thing. I think that citizens of this country should be far more concerned if there's only one alternative.
That's true indeed. But
Like,
you know what? What's going to happen is all these Republicans are going to clamor over themselves to, kneel down to the Tea Party conservatives, and they're going to make stupid remarks on social issues, on women, on things like that. And then all of a sudden, when they when they narrow it down to their final candidates, then they're going to start scrambling to the middle to actually have a coherent platform that actually serves more people than just the Tea Party conservatives. And that's going to make them look silly. What do you think, Joseph? Are we agreeing here too?
First thing I think is that the shot of you on Skype is going to look a lot better if you sit back a little bit and adjust it. That's good. Well, aside from the gratuitous attack on Republicans, I think that is really how politics works. I don't know that you can claim that Jeb Bush, certainly being out in the lead, is pandering to Tea Party conservatives. But when you have this many candidates, you're going to have a lot of people appealing to different factions of the party. I think giving a lot of different ideas, and I think that that's good for politics. I think it's good for the party. I think it's good for voters to hear a wide array of ideas. And then, as you point out, absolutely, once everything has settled down, once the dust has settled, people drift more towards the center.
Yeah, because I mean, it's not just a cookie cutter. I mean, you could say that about the Democratic side. It's like not everybody is just a male or, you know, cookie cutter version of Hillary Clinton, and so like
Well,
not every.
thank God for the small favors.
Yeah, but for
you know
like
what?
the
damage
20
is
million.
going to be done. The damage is going to be done on the comments they make about women and other social issues, and then they're going to try to backtrack from that, and that's what I'm going to have a problem with. But I have my little guy with me who also agrees. Yeah.
Well, I'm curious what you think about your candidates having to reboot her campaign on Roosevelt Island today. You're talking a lot of smack, Sunita, but Hillary is not a shoo-in, and she's having problems, isn't she?
You know what? With both her, you know, Jeb Bush too, it is early. So in fact, in some ways, this is better for Hillary to get things like the whole, you know, bill and the whole controversies with his foundation out of the way now. Because there's still a long time going.
Okay, it's his foundation now. That sounds like my wife and I. You know, those are your kids when they're bad.
Yeah, yeah.
When they're good, they're my kids. Okay.
His foundation.
All right, Sunita. Well, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you so much. And the children are beautiful. And we just thank you for spending some time with us and sharing a bit of your family time with us.
Yes, and
I
we hope
missed you, Joseph.
we'll see you back here soon.
All right.
Take care.
You know, back in the day, there were about 4 channels you could choose from. And if you were like my family, you had to choose with the
dial,
pliers in the dial.
You actually had to go up, and it was in black and white, right?
Yes,
is that
absolutely.
Right? But now, Joseph, we have things called fancy remote controls. You know, you just push the button. You don't have to actually get up out of your
Those
chair
are called
anymore.
kids.
They're called kids.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we haven't quite marketed that yet as a product, but coming to a store near you is Kids, the remote control. And that's a lot more expensive than just a $10 remote that you can pick up in the store.
Yes.
But, you know, we have a lot of choices of channels now, including sub-channels, and we're going to be hearing from one of the original program's directors of one of those digital channels next.